Have you ever wondered where Western civilization began? A question that takes us back in time, to the cradle of Europe, where the dawn of civilization in Greece unfolded. This story begins with the earliest known cultures in Greece, the Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations. Flourishing on the island of Crete, the Minoan civilization emerged as a dominant power in the Aegean Sea around 2000 BC. The Minoans were known for their intricate palace complexes, a prime example of which is the Bronze Age Palace of Knossos. This labyrinth-like structure, replete with frescoes of dolphins and bull-leaping athletes, offers us a glimpse into the vibrant life and sophisticated culture of the Minoans. Parallel to the Minoans, on the Greek mainland, the Mycenaean civilization was taking shape. The Mycenaeans, influenced by the Minoans, left their mark with massive cyclopean walls and beehive tombs, testifying to their architectural prowess and complex societal structure. However, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Around 1100 BC, both the Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations faced a downfall, the reasons for which are still shrouded in mystery. Natural disasters, invasions, internal conflicts, all are speculated to have played a role in their demise. This downfall led to a period known as the Greek Dark Ages, a time when writing was lost and little is known about the events that transpired. Yet, it was in the crucible of these dark ages that the seeds of classical Greece were sown. As the sun set on these early civilizations, the stage was set for the rise of classical Greece. A new dawn was on the horizon, one that would illuminate the world with the light of democracy, philosophy, and mythology. The legacy of ancient Greece was about to begin, forever shaping the course of Western civilization. Where did the concept of democracy, a cornerstone of modern politics, originate? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? To answer, we must journey back to the 8th century BC, to the birthplace of democracy, ancient Greece. Here, the emergence of city-states or polis marked a significant shift in the way societies were structured. These city-states, each a self-governing entity, were scattered across the Greek landscape, each with its own distinct identity and governance. Yet it was in one of these city-states, Athens, where the seeds of democracy were first sown. Athenian democracy, the first of its kind in the world, was a radical departure from the monarchies and oligarchies that dominated the era. It was a system where power was vested in the hands of the many rather than the few. But how did this system come about? Two key figures played pivotal roles in shaping Athenian democracy: Cleisthenes and Pericles. Cleisthenes, often hailed as the father of Athenian democracy, initiated reforms in the late 6th century BC that broke down traditional power structures and gave greater political power to the ordinary citizens of Athens. He reorganized the Athenian polis, establishing the demos, or districts, each of which had a voice in the affairs of the city-state. Then came Pericles, a statesman who served during Athens' golden age in the 5th century BC. Under his leadership, the principles of Athenian democracy were expanded and solidified. Pericles championed the idea of equal political rights for all citizens, regardless of their social or economic status. He also introduced the concept of payment for public office, ensuring even the poorest citizens could serve if elected. Yet it's important to remember that Athenian democracy was far from perfect. It excluded women, slaves, and foreigners from political participation. But despite its flaws, it was a significant step forward in political thought, a system that valued the voice of its citizens. Though imperfect by modern standards, Athenian democracy laid the groundwork for political systems around the world. It showed us that power could and should lie in the hands of the people. And that's a concept that continues to resonate today, over 2,000 years later. How did ancient Greece shape the world of philosophy? This question brings us to the doorstep of three towering figures of Greek thought: Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Socrates, the eldest of the trio, is often revered as the father of Western philosophy. He introduced the world to the Socratic method, a form of dialogue based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking and to expose the contradictions in one's beliefs. Socrates believed that the wisest person is one who knows that they know nothing. This humility and relentless pursuit of knowledge set the groundwork for philosophical thought to thrive. Next came Plato, a student of Socrates. Plato's contribution to philosophy was monumental, and his theory of forms was one of his most significant ideas. In this theory, Plato proposed that non-physical forms, or ideas, represent the most accurate reality. To him, The world that we perceive with our senses is but a shadow of the realm of forms. This notion of abstract reality sparked discussions that continue to resonate in philosophical debates today. And then, there was Aristotle, the student of Plato. Aristotle took a different approach. He championed empirical observation and logic. He believed that knowledge comes not from reasoning alone, but also from our sensory experiences. His empirical methods laid the foundation for the scientific method, which is a cornerstone of modern science. These three philosophers, with their unique perspectives and theories, have had a profound influence on Western thought. From the Socratic method to Plato's theory of forms and Aristotle's empirical approach, their contributions have shaped philosophical thought, influencing many areas of life, from politics and ethics to science and art. Their philosophies continue to shape our understanding of the world even today. What role did the gods and heroes of ancient Greece play in shaping its culture and identity? Well, they were the heartbeat of Greek life. The pantheon of Greek gods, led by Zeus, the king of the gods, were revered, feared, and celebrated. They were the divine rulers of the sky, the sea, the underworld, and everything in between. Each god had their domain, their personality, their story, striking a balance between the celestial and the terrestrial, the divine and the human. But it wasn't just gods that captured the imagination of the ancient Greeks. The heroes, demigods, and mortals who dared to interact with the gods often found themselves at the center of epic tales of adventure, love, betrayal, and redemption. Take Hercules, the son of Zeus, for instance. His 12 labors, tasks of Herculean proportions, were a testament to his strength, his courage, and his endurance. Then there's Perseus, another son of Zeus, who slayed the fearsome Gorgon Medusa and rescued the princess Andromeda. His was a tale of bravery and cunning. And who could forget the Trojan War, a 10-year siege that brought together heroes like Achilles, Odysseus, and Hector? This war, sparked by the love of a woman, ended with the iconic wooden horse, a symbol of deception and strategic warfare. These myths served a dual purpose. On one hand, they were an attempt to explain the natural world, to provide answers to the unanswerable. Why does the sun rise? Apollo's chariot, of course. Why do seasons change? Persephone's annual journey to the underworld. On the other hand, these stories offered insights into human behavior, into love and hate, loyalty and betrayal, courage and fear. They served as moral compasses, cautionary tales, and sources of inspiration. These myths and legends have left an indelible mark on literature and art, resonating through the ages. Their echoes can be heard in our stories, our movies, our music, reminding us that while times may change, the human spirit, in all its triumph and tragedy, remains the same. So, what remains of ancient Greece in our world today? The legacy of this ancient civilization is vast, shaping our modern world in ways both subtle and profound. Let's start with politics. The Greeks invented democracy, a system of government where citizens have the power to decide on legislation and leadership. This concept, revolutionary in its time, has become a cornerstone of our political landscape today, with many nations around the globe striving to uphold democratic ideals. Now, let's consider philosophy. Greek thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the groundwork for Western philosophical thought. These men questioned everything from the nature of reality to the meaning of life, pushing the boundaries of human understanding. Their ideas continue to spark debate and inspire new thought, underpinning fields as diverse as ethics, politics, and science. And what about literature? Greek epics such as Homer's Iliad and Odyssey have endured for millennia, their tales of gods, heroes, and monsters captivating readers generation after generation. These stories have influenced countless authors, from Shakespeare to J.K. Rowling, and continue to shape the way we tell stories today. The Greek language, too, has left its mark. While modern Greek has evolved considerably from its ancient roots, it remains a living language spoken by millions. And its influence extends far beyond Greece's borders. Many English words from democracy to philosophy owe their origins to Greek. Finally, the archaeological treasures of ancient Greece continue to captivate us. Sites like the Parthenon and the city of Knossos attract visitors from around the world, eager to glimpse the grandeur of this ancient civilization. These relics not only provide valuable insights into Greek history and culture, but also serve as a reminder of the enduring human quest for knowledge and understanding. The legacy of ancient Greece lives on, reminding us of a civilization that has profoundly shaped our world.